sorry to have you reject me! It didn't have to be this way.
Your dad's been in worse spots, and he always gets out of them.
Pledge to me that you will submit, and I promise to let them live.
I can't let you do this.
Then I will make you suffer.
He has a family to fight for.
Be the hero I knew you would be.
Run! Everyone out!
He will fight through this, and he will win.
Superman and Lois. New episode this Tuesday at 9/8 Central. Only on the CW.
Hey! Okay.
If you love me enough to tolerate my perfect little pets and all their glorious dander, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
Storm Tracker 2 weather. Certified most accurate forecast in Spokane.
Well, it's hot and smoky outside in Spokane, but inside Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena, it is cool with clean air. And this evening, it's a big-time indoor football league game as the Massachusetts Pirates take on the Spokane Shock. With Mike Peterson, and on the sidelines, we'll have Brenna Green. I'm Larry Weir. Mike, the Shock defense had a bad time last week against Duke City. They ended up losing 68-61. But the first meeting between these teams in May in Massachusetts, the defense was the reason for the Shock win.
They had a phenomenal showing. It was all about the defense. Spurred by Dominic Sanders' pick six late in the fourth quarter, giving Spokane first lead of the game that they did not relinquish. 27 unanswered points sparked by defense with 5 turnovers. 2 fumble recoveries, 3 interceptions. They need that tonight.
Sanders has 2 interceptions on the year, as you see him there. For Massachusetts, they also have an outstanding defense, but on offense, they have one of the most dynamic quarterbacks in the IFL in Alejandro Benefield.
And Benefield is hot. Massachusetts 4-0, the hottest team in the IFL, and it's because, in large part, Benefield and what he's done offensively. 20 touchdowns accounted for in the last 4 games. 15 through the air, 5 on the ground. Classic dual-threat quarterback, and he's got a huge target to throw to, Thomas Owens. Statistically, best receiver in IFL. When those two get going, tall order for any defense trying to stop those 2 guys.
Massachusetts comes into this game rested and ready to go. They should be pretty much healthy. The Shock or not?
No, Shock are battered. They are really wounded. Down is Charles McCollum, the starting quarterback of the season. Sims out last week with the lower leg injury. So McDade, who came in assist of Sims, is now going to start tonight.
All right, so the Shock, an injured team. Sometimes a wounded animal is the most dangerous animal, and we'll see how dangerous the Shock are tonight. We'll have the game's opening kickoff coming up here on CW22.
Spokane Shock fans, does your health have you on the sidelines? Or maybe you just need a quick huddle to get you back in the game? At Chaz Health, we're here for you, whatever your healthcare needs. With locations throughout the Inland Northwest, Chaz Health offers high-quality comprehensive healthcare, including medical, dental, behavioral health, and pharmacy services for the whole family. We welcome everyone regardless of ability to pay. Connect with us at chaz.org or call 509-444-8200 to make an appointment. Chaz Health, inclusive, local, patient-led.
I just turned 37 and I found a lump. By the time that I had it checked out and was able to get in and see a doctor and all that, I was at stage 3. Part of the reason I think that I didn't go get it checked out right away is that I was really scared. When I got the call it was gone, it was such a huge relief. Even if you don't feel that it's in you, that you have a lump or you have a reason to get checked, you are a woman, get checked.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Tom Sherry. The Spokane Shock about to take on the Massachusetts Pirates right here on the CW22. Before we get to the game, here's what you need to know about this weekend's extremely hot weather. That dangerous heat advisory will continue through the evening hours, and then we've got big changes on the way. Rain and thunderstorms developing tonight, and especially Sunday and Sunday night. And on Sunday, we'll look for much cooler weather around the inland northwest. There's a look at that excessive heat warning. That will expire tonight at 8 p.m., but we've also got a flash flood watch in effect through Sunday evening because we're expecting moisture to move into the region. You look at the future tracker computer model, and again, Saturday night, a little bit of moisture begins to move in, and then by the time we get into Sunday afternoon, more showers in north central Idaho, and then plenty of rain. Looks like it'll move into our area by Sunday evening. So here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Again, calling for temperatures today still over 100 degrees. Much cooler for us on Sunday with much needed rain, we think, at 87. Lingering rain on Monday, and then temperatures in the low 90s into the mid 80s by Friday of next week, and maybe a chance of more much needed rain. It has been a hot summer. Now time for the Spokane Shock as they take on the Massachusetts Pirates right here on the CW22.
Welcome back inside Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena here this evening as we get ready for the kickoff. Massachusetts won the toss. They deferred. The Shock will get the ball first, and tonight's players to watch are brought to you by Residential Home Solutions. Let Residential Home Solutions find you the perfect home solution. Contact them today for a quote. Well, Mike, here we see on defense for the Shock, we talked about him in the open, Dominic Sanders.
And he was key with that big pick six in the opening win against Massachusetts. That was game 2, and we're off to the races, and it's in the stands.
And so this is a penalty that will take the ball out to the 20-yard line. Any further kicks out of play will be at the 25-yard line. That's the new kicker on for Massachusetts, Ali Mortada, who takes over for Josh Gable, who's on the long-term injured list. So here's a look at the Shock offense with a lot of missing players and a lot of moving pieces here. McDade will be the quarterback. Cameron Solomon, who's usually a wide receiver, will be the running back.
Both McCollum, who was the starter coming in, Sims the backup, dual threat, really good runners. McDade more of a classic passer.
And there's a deflection and an interception. Massachusetts, Khalid Wooten gets the interception.
And the officials say the ball hit the ground, and that is a break for Spokane.
I think they're going to challenge this. That would be my guess. Let's see.
Second down and 10 for the Shock at the 20-yard line.
He was bobbling it, and then his back straight lined us, so that first angle we don't see. You're going to need the opposite side of the field or an end zone view.
The ruling on the field is incomplete. So we'll see whether the challenge flag is thrown here. Dave Katea. Dave Katea, our referee, telling us what's going on there. And so you will see the same replays the crew sees here in this situation. The ball was deflected. It was caught by, well, we don't know that it was caught by Wooten. We will see whether it was caught by Wooten here. Dave Katea.
Interrupting tonight's game. Violators will be subject to rejection and subject to arrest. Thank you for your cooperation.
And we are told that fans at home, you will be saying the same replays that the officials are. But here you can see it's bobbled and corralled, but all we're looking is the back shirt of number 2. And so that would be inconclusive.
There's a little closer look at it, maybe. Same angle.
Unless you can see underneath.
But his hands don't move at all there. To me, that's got to be an interception.
Ideally, optimally, you need an end zone view to see if any point of that ball hit the ground, and you just can't tell on that one. So if that's the only angle we have, I don't see how you can call that conclusive. There's the bobble.
I guess you don't see whether the ball maybe hit the turf, but his arms were underneath the ball.
And it opens up to the official on the sideboard who's looking right there. He's 5 feet away, and he came down. And also the back judge who had the end zone view, they both came in. This will maybe be a little better look. But both officials, the official on the sideboard and also the back judge, both came in and confirmed the ball was on the ground. So that, based on those two views, I don't see how they can overturn it.
Harlan Miller was the guy that deflected the pass. Khalid Wooten, the player that tried to make the interception. Let's see if this view is better.
Here's the key view. And does his body shield the camera for, oh, you can see the ball come out there.
So it looks like it'll be an incomplete pass now.
Yeah, right there you can see the ball clearly go right through the wicket, bounce back, hit the ground, come back up to the belly. There's conclusive. That confirms the official's call on the field.
Ruling on the field of an incomplete pass stands.
Yep, so the ruling stands. So an incomplete pass.
Thank goodness for that end zone view.
And good work by our crew.
Yes, it was.
To get the shots. So just an incomplete pass for the Shock. And so now it's 2nd down and 10 here. The stationary receiver at the bottom of the screen is Torrance Gibson, who was let go by the Shock and was brought back with all the injuries at the receiver position. Here's Solomon on the run. And he gets dropped right at about the line of scrimmage. Might have lost a yard or so. And welcome back Martrell Spate, who had missed the last several games due to injury for Massachusetts. He is an outstanding linebacker, and he makes the stop.
Solomon, 10 carries on the year, averaging over 5 yards a carry, and 4 of those 10 are touchdown. They like to use him in the red zone out of that high motion, fly motion look. Little different when you're just coming straight out of the backfield.
So 3rd and 10 here with an empty backfield. 4 wide receivers. The two high motion men will be coming up on the top of the screen. Quickly out to Solomon. Was able to break the tackle from Spate, but really didn't get very far, and so now it's going to bring up a 4th down and about 7 situation.
That was a good checkoff, and now you've got Solomon, who's really good at yards after catch in space, but this just shows you what a great tackling team this Massachusetts Pirate team is.
So Sawyer Petrie on to try the PAT. Now Jordan Jolly is usually his holder. Jolly is out, and so Edgar Poe will be the holder here. And this is going to be a 41-yard attempt. Back deep, Khalid Wooten. Petrie, 11 made field goals this year. Does he have a 12th? He does. And so Sawyer Petrie with a big field goal right there puts the Shock on top. 3-0 Spokane, just a little over 2 minutes in here at Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena.
Coeur d'Alene Honda, our family-owned dealership provides great customer service and a lifetime warranty at no extra cost.
There are no gimmicks. You'll leave here with a nationwide warranty for as long as you own your new or select pre-owned Honda.
Just follow Honda's maintenance plan. It's that easy.
Our family's been taking care of your family for over 50 years.
And don't forget about our
lifetime warranty.
Hey, that's my line.
See our inventory and information about our lifetime warranty at cdahonda.com.
Dear parents, did you know science says to mix up how we play? Because creating pretend worlds isn't the same as playing outside, or making a masterpiece, or playing with a team. Different kinds of play give us different kinds of skills. Help us mix up the ways we play. Trust me, it's not rocket science or anything.
I'm Jeremy Legoo from Up With Creme, here with Ribby from the Spokane Indians. Ribby is an Oncorhynchus mincus, or native red band rainbow trout, Spokane's signature fish, a unique and important species to our region. We want you to join us for the Red Band Rally campaign to protect and keep the Spokane River clean and ensure the red band rainbow trout make a comeback and thrive.
You can be part of the Red Band Rally campaign by making a donation or purchasing official Red Band merchandise in the teen store.
Tonight's keys to the game are brought to you by the Findlay Auto Group, the official automotive partner of the Spokane Shock.
Well, if we start with the Spokane keys, they'll come up on the screen in a moment. We saw this on the first drive. 3rd and unmanageable. Very difficult against this Massachusetts team. 3rd and 10, what Spokane have to do, settle for a field goal. Pirates, #1 in the IFL in defensive 3rd down efficiency, only allowing 3rd downs 30%, first downs on 3rd down 30% of the time. And Spokane needs to be ball hawks just like they were in that first win. 5 defensive turnovers. This defense has got to come up with some turnovers tonight. You go to Massachusetts, stuff Spokane's run game. Make McDade just go to the air and be one-dimensional. Make him be pass heavy. That'll bring some heat on the sacks and the hurries. And when you're dealing with a rookie quarterback, oftentimes you'll see mistakes. And make Spokane over-focus on Owens. Thomas Owens, that great wide receiver. Get him involved early in the game. That's going to bring balance to the Massachusetts offense.
Laquiviante Gonzalez is one of the best kick returners in the league. 21.7-yard average. And here's a ground ball down to him at the 5-yard line. Gonzalez gets hit at the 10, breaks free, but does not get to the 15. Good job by the coverage unit there for Spokane. Marcus Smith, finally, number 11, the last man to bring him down there at the 14-yard line. So now our players to the watch here for Massachusetts, Mike, and it's got to be the quarterback, Benefield.
He's just been amazing this year. And we talked about in the open, but I can't reiterate how important he is. And he's such a dual threat guy with 20 touchdowns accounted for in the last 4 games. 5 on the ground, 15 through the air. Just a tall order for any defense. And this is, I think, the main reason Massachusetts is so hot is the production they're getting on offense.
On first down, Benefield goes deep. And it's dropped. That should have been a touchdown right there through the hands of the intended receiver, Darren Carrington, a University of Oregon Duck.
Ball just comes out of his hand so smooth. And me being a former receiver, I sure love the catchable ball. And he throws such a nice tight spiral, but that's just flat a drop. That was on the money.
All right, 2nd down and 10 now for the Pirates. We'll get a look at it here. And so now we go back to live action here on 2nd down. Nothing doing. Willie Hibbler makes the stop behind the line. And I'm not sure who the running back is for Massachusetts because he is not on the roster.
But look at Hibbler just flying in. And if we look at the nameplate on the back, hey fans, you're going to learn with us who some of these players are because we didn't get the roster sheet. But look for the nameplate. We'll find out the names of these players, Larry.
Yeah, we have the rosters, but they're not the right rosters because there's players on both teams that aren't on them. Back to throw it. Benefield, short, incomplete. Marcus Smith on the coverage.
Well, and speaking of 3rd and unmanageable, 3rd, 4th now, 3rd and 14, now 4th and 14. Is this going to be, you can't punt in the IFL, but you can kick a field goal and attempt a field goal. If you kick it over the dasher board, essentially it's a touchback.
And yet another player not on the roster, number 14 for Massachusetts. I think that might be Dantes Bird, but I don't know for a fact. So now a field goal try for Mortada, who's new on the scene after the injury to Josh Gable. This is a 54-yard try, and back deep to receive for Spokane is Dominic Sanders. There's the kick. Does it have the leg? It does, and the direction. Mortada, welcome to Massachusetts. He was there in 2018, but he drills a 54-yard field goal to even this game with 9:47 remaining to play in the first quarter. 2 long field goals. It's a 3-3 tie early in Spokane.
Findlay Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram is the official auto dealer of the Spokane Shock.
Hey, did you know Findlay is the official auto dealer of Spokane Shock?
I'm here to pick up
Hey, did you know that Findlay is the official auto dealer for Spokane Shock?
Hey man, here's your part.
Hey, did you know Findlay is the official auto dealer of the Spokane Shock?
Findlay Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram is the official auto dealer of the Spokane Shock. For more details, visit Findlay Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Post Falls at the I-90 Autoplex or online at FindlayPostFalls.com.
Osprey Restaurant and Bar is the perfect place to unwind. Join us for delicious food, amazing atmosphere. Relax alongside Spokane's river and experience an oasis in downtown Spokane. We can't wait to see you.
Residential Home Solutions Summer 3 Ways to Save has begun. Invest in our new windows and receive rebates and cash back. Need new siding? Save 15% off our regular price on installed James Hardie Color Plus and eliminate painting your home. Right now, you can also receive special pricing with 50% off our installation on a new Provia entry door system made by Amish craftsmen. Call 892-6460 or go to residentialhs.com today to set up a free estimate. Residential Home Solutions. Home improvements. Custom fit for life.
There is Shock's the Fox. Here, decent crowd on hand here this evening in Spokane. There is the Shock Warrior. And we are even at 3 in kind of an odd way here, Mike. 2 long-distance field goals, one better than 40 yards from Petrie, one better than 50 yards from Mortada, who hadn't kicked in a game since 2018.
Both defenses have raised their head, and special teams has come through.
High kickoff, Dominic Sanders from the goal line. Gets out to about the 13 or so, and that's where the Shock will have it. Ahmad Dixon there on the stop.
Be sure to follow the Spokane Shock on Twitter and Instagram and go online.
So, Mike, let's take a look at the season recap for the Shock. It is sponsored by My Fresh Basket.
Well, right here in Spokane, came right down to the wire against the Frisco Fighters, and Frisco pulled that game out. And then there's Spokane's 4-game winning streak. You can see Massachusetts game 2. We featured that in the open. Big loss against Arizona, rebounded again, and then upset last week in Albuquerque.
Nothing doing, and the ball fumbled by Solomon. It's picked up by Massachusetts, and that's going to be a touchdown. As it's Martrell Spate who recovers it. So Solomon had nowhere to run and got stripped of the football, and Spate recovers. There you see it.
Yeah, just trying to fight for that extra yardage. This Massachusetts defense is so good. Now, officials, when there's a fumble, they drop a beanbag. The official inadvertently dropped his penalty flag rather than the beanbag. That's why there was no penalty on the play. And just like that, Massachusetts is right on the board.
That is the first fumble by anybody this season in a game that Spokane's played in that they haven't recovered. They've recovered every fumble that the opposition had put on the ground, and they recovered every fumble they had put on the ground until right there. The PAT is booted through, and Massachusetts, with their defense, takes their first lead of the ball game. So the Pirates have their first lead of the game midway through the first quarter.
We begin each day with a simple question. What can I do to connect my client with their dreams? Answering this in countless thoughtful ways is what inspires us. It's what gives our life's work meaning, because this is where we help people move their lives forward. No app or algorithm can do that, because no alignment of ones and zeros, however wondrous, can be our clients' champions, their unwavering fans, their guides through uncertain territory. We will fight for them, laugh with them, and create lasting bonds. Because transactions come and go, but transcendence, the simple act of improving the life of a fellow human being, that will always endure. We are Windermere, and we are the human algorithm.
for Massachusetts or for the Shock.
And welcome back. There you see the goal line bandits there, a couple of them at the very least, and the Massachusetts bench. As the Pirates get a defensive touchdown, Spokane was +9 in turnover margin coming into this game, but now they lose the turnover there, and so here's the kickoff, and it's a ground ball downfield. And it'll be Sanders from about the 5-yard line. He gets across the 15 and is brought down as he gets to about the 17-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 from there for the Shock. Spokane Tribe Casino is a proud sponsor of the Spokane Shock. Spokane Tribe Casino is always your best bet for exciting casino action, delicious food, and $2 draft beers all day, every day. Spokane Tribe Casino, you just win here. So here comes this Shock offense that has sputtered so far in this ball game with Marcus McDade in there at quarterback making his first start. He is the third quarterback to start this year for the Shock. Again, an empty backfield. McDade has time, and that ball is deflected, that time by Spate. That's the second time they have gotten their hands on a ball. First time around, it was Harlan Miller. That time it was Spate in coverage.
Well, and you can see McDade not even reading underneath Spate, and that's what happens. You start locking in on the orange shirt. The more you mature as a quarterback, you're looking at the white shirts, not the orange shirts.
McDade last week played well in relief of the injured Blake Sims. And it's now second down and 10. Solomon breaks one tackle, gets to the 20, and is run back from there. Khalid Wooten, Chucky Williams in there on the stop.
But you can see Solomon making that adjustment. He's most comfortable as a wide receiver coming across in that jet motion or high motion and running in open space. It is so different going between the guards. You got to go through there with two arms wrapped around the ball and knowing those big guys are going to be tugging at you.
Gibson and Evans will be in high motion at the top of the screen on 3rd and 6. Solomon was open and just off his hands, and so a big 4th down coming now for head coach Billy Back in the Shock, and we'll see whether they go for it here.
Just slightly overthrown. Would have been one heck of a catch if he was able to come down with it, but nice protection by the line, and then you'll see right at the end a little pressure there, and he wasn't able to get that left elbow down and bring the ball down. It sailed a little high. That's what pressure will do.
So Spokane on the season 60% on 4th down. 4th down and 6. And there's an interception. Harlan Miller down the sidelines, might go. And Bill Vavau, I think, saves a touchdown down inside the 10-yard line. So the second Shock turnover, and there was confusion from the get-go on that, Mike, because two of the guys weren't even moving when the ball was snapped.
Yeah, exactly. There was, in fact, I actually saw 3 guys in motion. I thought there might even be a false start in there because there were actually 3 motion guys. I was waiting for the flag, and then you only had 1 receiver in coverage thrown into triple coverage.
Harlan Miller, his 3rd interception.
Or I should say 1 receiver on the route and 3 white shirts in coverage. Not good odds. And that's just some of the miscommunication that happens when you're dealing with a quarterback making his first start of the season.
So 1st and goal now for the Pirates. And there's a touchdown for the Pirates, as hauling that in the back of the end zone, I think, was Carrington.
It was Gonzalez, I believe, okay. Number 6, who is the number 2 receiver statistically.
Laquiviante Gonzalez. So for Gonzalez, that is touchdown number 7 on the year. For Benefield, touchdown number 31 passing. And Mortada with the PAT. So the Massachusetts defense gets one touchdown and sets up a second touchdown. And just like that, 17 consecutive points for the Pirates. They've got a 2-touchdown lead.
Ruby River Hotel is the ideal hotel choice for your stay in downtown Spokane.
Let's go to Azteca, Azteca, Azteca. Let's go to Azteca, Azteca, Azteca. Let's go to Azteca, Azteca, Azteca. Let's go to Azteca, Azteca, Azteca.
Join us at any of our Spokane Aztecas, Spokane Valley or North Point, serving the best Mexican food and margaritas.
To our caregivers, our kindness givers, our hope givers, our givers of hard work and compassion. To everyone giving it their everything, thank you.
Spokane Tribe Casino is happy to be open once again. We know you're ready to get out and have a little fun, and all your favorite casino action is here and waiting for you. We've taken extra precautions to ensure every area of the casino is clean and sanitized. And you'll notice we've implemented new measures to ensure your safety. So when you're ready, come back for your favorite games, meals, and fun times. We're ready to serve you. Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
All right, welcome back inside Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. Over 100 degrees outside, unhealthy air quality because of fires in the western U.S., but inside, very nice, but it hasn't been nice for the Spokane Shock on offense. The Massachusetts defense has forced 2 first-quarter turnovers, and here's the kick. Sanders. Out across the 20, and is tripped up as he gets to about the 23 by Darren Carrington, but the Shock will have their best starting field position of this game at their own 22.
Dominic Sanders on the return for the Shock to begin their next series, 1st and 10.
So this offense, Mike, they've got to figure out something here. They again playing with their third-string quarterback, just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
And Sap Lynch down with that lower leg injury, appears to be an ankle injury. Spokane's going to be pass heavy, and we've already got a quarterback change.
Well, here's another guy we don't know who he is, and he is tackled at the 21-yard line.
Looks like Espinoza, if I can read the nameplate correctly. He's
telling
wearing
you what.
Cedric Poole's number. Cedric Poole, who's an injured defensive back, normally wears number 3. I tell you, with injuries and these smaller rosters, if this happens this time of year, you start losing some players to injury. It's rotating roster time.
Second down and long, and there's one, no, not anywhere close to Solomon, and so it'll be third down now. Well, we're used to about everything in indoor football over 15 years of doing this, but this one takes the cake today, where both teams were so guarded with their roster they didn't give anybody a look at the updated rosters.
Well, Brenna, our astute sideline reporter, confirms Victor Espinoza is the quarterback for Spokane.
And he will get to the 25 for about 4 yards, but still it's going to bring up fourth down and long here for the Shock. Just very difficult at this point in time. This Massachusetts D-line can just tee off at this point. And right now they're just fast to everything. And
Spokane offense, I'll use this word, multi-syllables, discombobulated. They are not in a rhythm right now. And this Massachusetts D is just swarming.
And the Shock just about have to go for it here. Fourth down at about 7. Espinoza, pressure on. And he will get taken down after he gains some yardage, but it's going to be a 4-down turnover. And welcome back to Spokane, J.D. Griggs. Griggs played in 2017 for the Spokane Empire. Just nobody open down the field, or Espinoja wasn't seeing him, whoever it might have been open.
Yeah, and you see they're trying to get across the face in 91, and look at that speed from behind, that pursuit.
J.D. Griggs was first team All-IFL for the Empire in 2017, had 11.5 sacks, 18.5 tackles for loss in Spokane, and a 2-time first team All-National Arena League defensive lineman. So here's Massachusetts. They can pretty much take this game out at this point in time and really take an almost insurmountable lead here early on. Benefield. On the sidelines, Gonzalez. Antoine Hadley has him and then gets some help from Dominic Sanders. They bring him down at about the 19, a yard or two short of a first down.
Well, one of the keys I had for Spokane is be ball hawks. It's been ball hawking by Massachusetts here in the first quarter. A fumble recovery and interception, giving Spokane a dose of their own medicine.
So second down and about a yard here. And we'll see whether Massachusetts runs a play here. They don't have to. They will get the play off. Benefield with a yard to go for a first down. Gets it as he gets down to the Shock 17-yard line. A forgettable first quarter for Spokane. 2 turnovers in the ball game. No first downs offensively. They do get a field goal from Sawyer Petrie, but that's it. For Massachusetts, 2 turnovers created by their D and an offensive touchdown plus a long field goal. And the Pirates have a 2-touchdown lead and are threatening for more.
You are my life's greatest disappointment. All my life, I dreamt of having a brother, a family, only to have you reject me! It didn't have to be this way.
Your dad's been in worse spots, and he always gets out of them.
Pledge to me that you will submit, and I promise to let them live. I can't let you do this. Then I will make you suffer.
He has a family to fight for. Be the hero I knew you would be.
One!
Everyone out!
He will fight through this, and he will win.
Superman and Lois. New episode this Tuesday at 9, 8 Central. Only on the CW.
Love local. It's not just 2 words. It's about the way we live.
It's about the way we shop, eat out, or donate to a cause.
Now is the time to support your longtime favorite places and maybe even find new businesses that are making it work.
Whatever we've been through
And wherever we're going, it's together.
So share with us how you love local.
And visit creme.com for a local business directory.
Because home is where we love.
Live,
learn,
love local.
STCU proudly sponsors Love Local.
And welcome back, Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. Tonight's IFL broadcast is brought to you by Taco Bell. Download the Taco Bell app and complete the Summer of Baja Challenge each week to qualify for a free Baja Blast beverage. Taco Bell, live Moss. With Brenna Green and Mike Peterson, I'm Larry Weir. A rough first quarter for the Shock. It's been total domination by Massachusetts in this ball game so far. Good news for Spokane, just the first quarter. They've got 3 left to try to chip into this lead.
Yes, but they first need to get a stop here. They cannot afford to get 3 possessions behind against this hot Massachusetts team.
First down and 10. This is Young, Marquise Young, the running back. And that's, I believe, his first carry this season. And he gets about 4 yards down to the 13.
It's difficult when you're battling the injury bug, and no one's going to make excuses, especially head coach Billy Back. And I'd go for the same if Coach Pass for Massachusetts was going through the same thing. The nature of football, you just have to deal with it. But it's a very difficult hand dealt to Spokane for this game.
2nd and 6. Benefield with plenty of time. Slings it to the sidelines, and Gonzalez hauls it in. It'll be 1st down, goal to go. Mike Green, the leading tackler in the IFL, pushed him out against the dasher boards. But 1st and goal for the Pirates at the Shock 3.
Watch the arm angle on this. See a little Patrick Mahomes there? Not only can he go over the top, but he can bring it down, almost sidearm it, and still throw that nice tight spiral and put the ball on the money. That is impressive.
1st down, goal to go. Benefield, one of the top touchdown runners in the IFL, and certainly among quarterbacks with 13 so far this season. We'll see if he's keeping it here. Gonzalez on the fly sweep. Touchdown, Pirates. Laquiviante Gonzalez with his 2nd touchdown of the game. 1 receiving, now 1 rushing. And it's 23-3, 23 straight points for Massachusetts. And it's been easy for them on both sides of the ball so far.
And what's amazing, you look at the points on the board, 24 points. We've just started the 2nd quarter. And guess what? I don't believe Thomas Owens has caught a pass yet.
Haven't even looked at his way yet. Here's the boot, and it's good by Mortada, who is 3 out of 3 in PATs, plus that 50-plus yard field goal in the 1st quarter of play. So the Pirates extend their lead early 2nd quarter. They lead it 24-3.
Spokane Shock fans, does your health have you on the sidelines? Or maybe you just need a quick huddle to get you back in the game? At Chaz Health, we're here for you, whatever your healthcare needs. With locations throughout the Inland Northwest, Chaz Health offers high-quality comprehensive healthcare, including medical, dental, behavioral health, and pharmacy services for the whole family. We welcome everyone regardless of ability to pay. Connect with us at chaz.org or call 509-444-8200 to make an appointment. Chaz Health, inclusive, local, patient-led.
Bun, mayo, chicken, pickle, bun. It's bun, pickle, chicken, mayo bun.
Bun, chicken, mayo, pickle, chicken, bun.
Bun, pickle,
Blasphemy!
Enough!
We have an extra one.
Dibs.
There's a different way to chicken. The Naked Chicken Chalupa, only at Taco Bell.
I was 44, working part-time. It was my first mammogram, and they found a few cancerous places in my left breast. I didn't have any symptoms. I didn't feel sick. I didn't have a lump in my breast. There was nothing. I wasn't afraid I was going to die. My first fear was, how am I going to tell my daughter? As a result of early detection, I didn't have to do chemotherapy. I just did surgery and radiation. Was able to maintain a good quality of life, and now it's a distant memory.
Well, tonight's IFL broadcast is brought to you in part by Providence Healthcare, the exclusive sports medicine, rehabilitation, and athletic trainer service provider of the Spokane Shock. Another ground ball downfield. Sanders over the 20 is just tripped up near midfield. A great tackle that time by Ahmad Dixon, saving maybe a touchdown, and the Shock will start at midfield. Just was able to clip the legs out from underneath Sanders there.
Oh, and he popped him with the shoulder pad. That is just a classic open field tackle.
Well, let's see what we see offensively here, Mike. We're down to the 4th quarterback now for the Shock. In Vincent Espinoza. Nope, McDade's back in there. So the number 3 quarterback is back in now. Empty backfield here. This is Gibson. Big receiver is going to be close to a first down as he reaches the ball out, and that would be the first down for Spokane, but he doesn't get it. He is spotted short at the 16-yard line, but still a positive play.
Yeah, good spot by the official. That's a nice, clean, easy throw, and you can see he hits the dasher board first, hip hits, and then he stretches. So That's why it wasn't a first down.
So 2nd and 2 now for the Shock.
Those are confidence builders as a quarterback.
Nothing doing to the right. Will there be something coming back to the left? Not really. Spate makes the play right at the line of scrimmage. The 16-yard line brings up 3rd and 2.
Spate has been all over this field tonight.
Well, Spate is a guy who has quite a football background. He was drafted in the 5th round of the 2015 NFL draft by Washington. Played 4 years in the NFL, totaled 107 tackles and an interception, and was a first-team All-Southeastern Conference player at Arkansas. McDade can't field the low snap and loses a couple of more yards, and so now it's going to be 4th down and about 3 for Spokane.
And who's there? Spate. Right in McDade's grill, and that just was just a miscue. That's administrative execution there. Just not getting a clean snap, not getting a clean grab.
Is it hyperbole still early in this game? The Shock have to convert this.
Spokane, opening drive, stopped on 3 straight plays, had to settle for the field goal. Spokane's got to start moving the chains. So it's key to convert on 4th down, and getting field goals is just not going to do it.
Timeout called by Massachusetts, and that was a help to Spokane because the Shock were confused. You've got a new guy in Gibson who was here, but really he didn't play a lot in his time in Spokane, so he didn't know where to line up. Spokane didn't know who was going in high motion and who wasn't going in high motion, but Massachusetts is the team that took the timeout because obviously their people didn't like what they saw either.
Perhaps Spokane's confusion confused Massachusetts. So coach has to call a timeout.
Kind of like in the broadcast, confusion reigns when you don't have the rosters.
Yes, but we're getting it dialed in now. So number 17 for Massachusetts, that is Marquise Young. Vincent Espinoza, number 3, Shock's backup quarterback tonight. And then, of course, Torrance Gibson, we saw that catch earlier as new wide receiver for Spokane. Mortada, that's a name wasn't on the roster, but boy, he's been impressive kicking tonight for Massachusetts.
Absolutely he has. So I think the count is 5 at this point in time, maybe more, of players playing that were not on the roster. All right, here we go. Enough belly aching from the broadcasters. 4th down and 3 for Spokane. And there's a 1st down. Troy Evans and a touchdown. Evans breaks the tackle, takes it into the end zone for the score. For Troy Evans, his 3rd receiving touchdown of the season, and the Shock get a touchdown, Mike, they absolutely had to have.
Oh, they did. And on 4th down, if you don't convert, it is, I mean, every time you don't answer Massachusetts score, the hole gets bigger and deeper. And that was just a must-make conversion.
So Edgar Poe is the holder for Sawyer Petrie here on the point after try. High snap, but he gets it down, and the kick is booted through by Petrie. So the Shock get a touchdown, and longtime IFL player Troy Evans breaks the tackle there from Khalid Wooten, and the Shock have cut the lead to 14.
Come see us at Coeur d'Alene Honda. We have so many vehicles in stock, everyone in your house can come get one.
Whether you're looking for a CRV or a Pilot, a Civic or an HRV,
Accord or Passport.
how about the all-new Honda Ridgeline?
We'll take care of you before and after the sale.
With a lifetime warranty.
See our inventory and information about our lifetime warranty at cdahonda.com.
What are you waiting for?
Naomi Mathis, Air Force veteran.
I'm Adam Greathouse, United States Army.
Greg Gatson, Colonel, United States Army.
When I came back home, I realized something wasn't right with me.
I was wounded as a battalion commander.
I thought I was going to be stuck there. I thought everyone forgot me.
Hi, I'm Congressman Russ Fulcher. This year, make sure our veterans get the support they need and deserve. Let's take the time to thank those who put everything on the line for us.
This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hi, I'm Justin Owens with my wife Lauren and our daughter Vivian. Our family raises beef just south of Spokane. Now, through Labor Day, join Washington's beef community, united against hunger. Buy St. Helens beef at your local Rosars, and 10 cents from each pound goes to the Beef Counts program.
Washington's beef community has teamed up with Second Harvest since 2010 to get beef protein to families in need. And Beef Counts is a proud supporter of Tom's Barbecue Forecast on Creme 2. Buy beef and fight hunger.
Alpha Omega provides more than a bus. We provide an experience. From the start, you'll have a clean, reliable coach operated by a friendly, professionally trained motor coach operator. You deserve a safe ride, a friendly motor coach operator, and a clean and reliable vehicle that fits your group and your budget. Visit aocharters.com to book your ride today. And here comes the line drive downfield. He gets the high hop, the second high hop. And here comes Gonzalez. They call him Speedy Gonzalez. And he gets to about the 17-yard line before he is wrestled down. And Massachusetts will get the ball first down and 10. Laquiviante Gonzalez with 2 touchdown returns so far this season gets the ball out to the 17. Now, if you're the Spokane defense, you need to get a stop here, and that stop could be just holding them to the field goal, but you've got to get, you can't let them have another touchdown.
Actually, a lot of coaches contend if you hold a team to 3, just a field goal, they'll consider that a stop. And the field's so short, and so you're darn, most of these teams, you're darn near in field goal range if you get out to the 15-yard line. In some cases, all you got to get out to is to the 10, and you're in field goal range.
There's a high snap over the head of Benefield, but it takes a great bounce to him, and then he slings it downfield. Dominic Sanders, the pick, over midfield, to the 10, and inside the 5. Dominic Sanders, his 3rd interception. You ask for a turnover, you get it.
Well, and how fitting. Sanders was the man with that pick 6 to spark Spokane to victory. Miscue on a snap. Now you see Benefield not very wisely threw across the field, and look at that. Sanders, that is too far to throw the ball downfield against talent like that in the Spokane backfield. And Sanders having a heyday running this ball back.
Sanders with a pick 6 when these teams played in Worcester earlier this year. And so now it's first down and goal for the Shock from the 4. Poe and Rudd in high motion. McDade dropped it about the 5. Spate again, flying in from the outside. And Spate makes another big stop.
You've been calling his name a lot, Larry. I think you're going to continue to call that man's name all game long. What a force in the middle, and he's got the resume to back it.
So 2nd and goal now from the 5. And again, the Shock confused with their alignment. Nothing doing here. Dropped right at the line of scrimmage as McDade, and that was the big man on the inside, Roderick Johnson, 6'4", 315 pounds, that brings him down.
Spent some time with the Minnesota Vikings. This lot of former NFLers on this Massachusetts team. And head coach Pass for Massachusetts played 8-9 years for Belichick there at New England. Came away with 3 Super Bowl rings.
And time called by Spokane, so they will take the timeout here on a big 3rd and goal situation. So we mention all the injuries. So you don't have Devontae Sapp-Lynch. You have to bring your wide receiver Solomon in to play running back in this situation. You don't have Jordan Jolly in this ball game. Kevin Rudd is new on the scene. Edgar Poe is new on the scene. Torrance Gibson is new on the scene. Troy Evans hasn't played in a week or 2. So you can kind of understand why they're having so much difficulty right now at wide receiver, trying to figure out who lines up on the line and who is in high motion motion every play because none of these guys have played together as a unit before.
Well, and it's not lack of coaching. It is thankless to try. You're patching together an offense. There is literally no continuity, and we're seeing that play out before our eyes. So you just wonder, this is a team that just needs to not have turnovers, learn as you go, and hope the defense can help keep you in this game.
3rd and goal. McDade flips it out, and that is incomplete. And probably could be illegal man downfield if you wanted to throw a flag on that one.
It was. You watch number 69 for Spokane. You watch when the ball's out of there. Look at how far down the field. 69. He's down at the goal line. He's 5 yards downfield. They'll give you 2 yards. That should have been a flag.
So 4th down and goal. And the Shock last week against Duke City, the ball game may have turned because they had it off a turnover, 1st and goal at the 1, and could not score a touchdown. And then here in this ball game, they have it 1st and goal at the 4 and cannot score a touchdown. So now a 20-yard field goal for Sawyer Petrie. And they get that, so they do get 3 points out of the whole thing. But when you're 1st and goal from the 4, you want 7, not 3. The Shock will take the 3. Beggars can't be choosers, and they cut the lead to 11, just over the halfway point here in the 2nd quarter. So the Shock down 11, Mike. They do get 3 out of it, but man, that this game and this crowd would be a little bit more wired if the Shock would have gotten 7 there.
Yeah, it was, well, number one, important to come away with points. And even though you come away with a field goal, it would have been devastating if you have a missed field goal. You start 1st and goal on the 5 and don't even put points on the board. And so my key word for Spokane is just keep chipping away and stop the bleeding. 24 unanswered points after that opening field goal. Well, Spokane has since come back and has put 10 consecutive points on the board.
All right, so if you're up late watching in Massachusetts, a little history for you. This Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena has seen indoor football in some way, shape, or form in most years since 2006. The old Spokane Shock. The crowd here was the 9th man, dubbed the 9th man, and the arena was dubbed Death Valley, D-E-A-F, because of the crowd size and the loudness of the arena. Here's the kickoff off the back wall. Gonzalez has to return it out. He crosses the 10. Look out over the 20. And Petrie, the kicker, helped to bring him down along with Micah Robinson out at about the 23-yard line. But Massachusetts will have good field position here. So you had 9th man, Death Valley. Shock win 2 AF2 championships, win an AFL championship in their first year. Then the Spokane Empire come in 2015 after the Shock go downward to the IFL, and the Empire in business in 16 and 17. And I mention all of this because if you're a Massachusetts Pirate fan for a while, in 2018 a fair amount of that roster was the Spokane Empire roster from 2017. Amir Ishmael left Spokane as the defensive coordinator, be the head coach in Massachusetts. So guys like Nick Hague, Pasquale Vacquiao, J.D. Griggs, Bill Vavau, who's now back in Spokane, and many others went from Spokane to Massachusetts and played in the National Arena League in 18. This is Dantes Bird, and he's across midfield, taken down by Dominic Sanders as he gets to the Shock 21.
So quite the Spokane to Boston connection.
Yeah, absolutely. That year you had Devon Brown, who was a wide receiver, who ended up in Massachusetts. You had Toby Johnson, a defensive lineman, who was, or Toby Jackson rather, on that team. Demetrius McNeil, a defensive back.
So Interstate 90 runs
right.
West Coast, East Coast, goes right through the middle of Spokane. I believe it ends in Boston.
And that's the way it was in the Indoor Football League. There is a touchdown. Darren Carrington, back in the Northwest. The University of Oregon Duck hauls in his touchdown there, and Massachusetts takes that 3-score lead back again.
A quick and easy answer on that one. see Carrington beating the defender, and Benefield throwing the ball in an area where only the receiver can catch it. So polished.
Number 64 offense is eligible. Here's Mortada. And he continues to be perfect in this one, and the lead is 18 now at 31-13, still with 3:59 remaining to play in the first half. Massachusetts will get the ball to start the second half of play, and so now the clock management starts to come in to play here. If you're the Shock, you'd like to get a quick touchdown here to try to manage the possession so that you at least get the last possession of the first half. You don't want Massachusetts to get the last possession of the first half and the first possession of the second half.
And with you don't think Coach Patrick Pass for Massachusetts learned a little bit from Bill Belichick in terms of how to manage the end of the first half and open the second half with a score?
Absolutely. Pass played for 3 Super Bowl champions, and New England was the starting fullback in one of the Super Bowl wins that New England had. I think it was 2005 or 6. And so this is a guy with a long history in New England.
Played collegiately in Georgia, and then ended up with the Patriots, and he stayed up there in Boston.
So there is Mortada. He missed 35 PATs in 2018 with Massachusetts. He was 75 out of 110, but in this game he hasn't missed anything in his first game since 2018. Not much there on that return by another player that's not on the roster.
Telling you what. 19. Well, Brent, our sideline reporter, she's been really good about feeding us some information. So
holy moly. Why did they even give us these things? So here comes this Shock offense. They get it in good field position, and again, this might be a part of the deal in the clock management here. Let's see how this is played out by the Shock. McDade, the quarterback. Evans and Rudd will be the high motion men at the bottom of the screen. McDade just couldn't quite get it out there to Poe, who was wide open, but McDade under pressure was not certain whether he should run it or throw it. I think he could have run it for a few yards.
He could have, and at the end his passing instincts took over, but his feet just were not going in the right direction. Now if it was a left-handed thrower, then perhaps you can throw across your body, but running to the left, throwing back to the right, I don't know who can do that.
It's tough.
The only way to actually do it is flip it like a second baseman to a shortstop, turn a double play.
Spade after McDade. McDade gets away from him and gets some positive yards. Taken out against the dasher board by Santos Ramirez for the Pirates. Gain of about 3. But Spate again causing problems for the Shock. Tough for that offensive line because it's in essence 4-on-3 when the middle linebacker rushes, because the running back isn't in the backfield. It's an empty backfield here, as you can see.
And with that linebacker being Spate, that's the last thing you want to see coming at you if you're a quarterback.
3rd down. McDade with time off the hands of Troy Evans. High, but Evans upset he didn't come down with that one, so now a big 4th down again for the Shock.
I think this is a situation you've got to go for it if you're coach back. A field goal, especially with the Pirates haven't answered with a touchdown, you've got to match touchdown for touchdown. You got to match points for points.
So 4th down and about 6, it looks like, for the Shock at the Pirates 17. Evans and Poe will be in motion, and the Shock have to call a timeout again. Again, they had 3 guys that were ready to go in motion and only 1 guy on the line, and that would have been an illegal formation had the Shock run the play there. So this the whole lack of continuity in the wide receiver room. And again, we're not blaming the coaching or even the guys. It's just you've got a lot of new people. Normally the Shock would have Jolly, Evans, and Solomon as your receivers, with Rudd maybe. So now you've got Rudd and Evans, but Solomon's playing running back, and you've got Poe and you've got Gibson, and they're really not familiar with where they should be.
It is to put it in perspective, it's the equivalent of training camp, and have about 4 days of training camp, and then bam, you're right into a game. No one's going to look sharp with 4 days of training camp and rolling into the game, because you're rolling in two brand new quarterbacks as well.
Yep, absolutely. So the quarterback is also new to the whole situation. So it's tough here for the Shock. They've got their backs against the wall, and now 4th and 7. They've figured out who should be on the line and who's in high motion. McDade will run, and he will have the first down and more. Touchdown, Shock. I do believe a flag is down. So hold the phone. It's in the secondary.
Yeah, it's far beyond the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Touchdown is good.
So touchdown for the Shock. McDade on a 4th and 7 runs it in from 17 yards out, and again gets the touchdown that the Shock has to have. So McDade with the rushing touchdown.
Well,
he's also thrown for one.
And here we're at the 1 minute warning.
Effect. Each team has one timeout left.
The PAT will come before we get to the 1 minute warning here, I think.
Passes, first downs, and out of bounds.
Yeah, so by rule, the clock stops at the 1 minute warning. It's a PAT at every level is considered an untimed down, and now I see a red challenge flag. So hold on, and I think Massachusetts is going to challenge. Was the knee down before McDade?
The ruling on the field of a touchdown is being challenged by Massachusetts. Plays under further review.
So gonna take a look. Was the knee down before McDade crossed the goal line for that touchdown?
And once again, we get the same look at it that Dave Kutaya and the officials will get a look at.
Now we have the added benefit of the arena replay camera, the big screen in the west end zone here of Spokane Arena. From the end zone view, it did look like he's in, but now we'll get a look at it from the side. So as the knee goes down,
where is the football?
And freeze it when the knee goes down. Hard to say.
It went down at about the 3, but then he was reaching out, but I don't think he could have reached out that far. Let's see.
That's a tough angle, somewhat straight lined.
His knee hit actually at about the 2.
More of the 2, yes.
See what this angle gives us.
This is probably going to be our best luck. So if we could just freeze right. It looks like he's across.
Again, the call on the field is touchdown, so you have to see certain evidence.
You just have to freeze as soon as the calf or the knee, it's almost the side of the leg. You can see him launch. Nothing's down yet. That's going to come back. There's your look. He's short.
Looks like at about the 1 yard line. Yep, fantastic job by our crew once again. Hard to tell though exactly when the knee goes down because Kevin Rudd is in the way. Here's another good look, we hope.
Yeah, I think from that last camera angle, from my lens, that's conclusive that he was not in. There, you can see it down
review,
right there.
The runner was touched by the defender, and his knee went down at the 2 yard line. 1st and goal, Spokane from the 2.
Now I disagree with the spot.
Yeah, I think
that
Massachusetts is not charged with a challenge or a timeout.
So I wonder if can Billy back challenge now that the ball should be spotted at the 1?
I would, because I disagree with the ball being on the 2. It's not where you make contact. It's where the ball is when you make contact with the ground. And clearly, the ball was well beyond the 2-yard line. The ball was on the 1-yard line. That's a miss.
McDade stopped for a loss. Spokane's goal line offense has not been good, and we did not get the 1-minute warning, by the way. And the clock will run here because Dave Kataya forgot about the 1-minute warning in the whole situation there, and now the clock runs here because they didn't gain any yardage.
Well, and it actually benefits the Shock.
Yeah.
Because if you're Spokane, you want to score and not give Massachusetts time to counter.
2nd and goal from the 4. Solomon.
And there's a late flag. Now, how big is that 1 yard, Larry?
It is a touchdown, but again, a flag is down in the area of illegal defense. So
illegal defense, the linebackers was not on the belt. That penalty's declined. Touchdown.
All right, so the Shock get the touchdown. It's a 4-yard run for Cameron Solomon. But there's still 20 and 9/10 seconds remaining here in the half. Massachusetts does have a timeout. And the kick is good by Petrie. So the Shock cut it to 10, but Massachusetts will have nearly 21 seconds to try to get another score here at the end of the first half.
The Colonel's Classic is back at KFC and now just $16.99. 7 drumsticks and thighs in your choice of original recipe or extra crispy. Plus large mashed potatoes with gravy, large coleslaw, and 3 biscuits. The Colonel's Classic just $16.99 only at KFC.
Spokane Tribe Casino is happy to be open once again. We know you're ready to get out and have a little fun, and all your favorite casino action is here and waiting for you. We've taken extra precautions to ensure every area of the casino is clean and sanitized. And you'll notice we've implemented new measures to ensure your safety. So when you're ready, come back for your favorite games, meals, and fun times. We're ready to serve you. Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
The Colonel's Classic is back at KFC and now just $16.99. 7 drumsticks and thighs in your choice of original recipe or extra crispy. Plus large mashed potatoes with gravy, large coleslaw, and 3 biscuits. The Colonel's Classic just $16.99 only at KFC.
All right, so the Shock cut it to 11 here. All right, Mike, 21 seconds left in the half. Do you try an onside kick here?
I think you go for the deuce. He missed 2 deuces at the end of last week's game. Yep. Either one would have given Spokane a victory. I mean, it's less than a 50% chance, but why not give it a shot and try to put 2 points on the board? Cut it to a touchdown, a field goal.
He's going for the deuce. And he's wide to the right. And so that's going to give Massachusetts the ball at the 20-yard line.
And for those fans watching,
first down.
Want to make sure you listen to Dave Kataya explaining the referee. But anyway, the deuce is in the 1-minute rules. 1 minute or under in both halves. If you score in the ensuing kickoff, if the kicker splits the uprights, gets it over the crossbar, it's 2 points. That's why they call it the deuce. But it only happens in the last minute of both halves. So the 10-point play, I'll throw this out because it's happened. It almost happened last week in the Duke City game. Spokane was down 9 to Duke City. Maybe 20 seconds left on the game. Spokane scores a touchdown. There's 6. Got the 2-point conversion. There's 8 points. If they got the deuce, 10 points, it would have been a victory.
Yep.
10-point play.
Benefield with plenty of time. Wide open. And a first down at the 11-yard line. That is Bird. Dontez Bird out of Tennessee Tech. And the clock stops with 15 and 5/10 seconds. Massachusetts does have a timeout. And the ball spiked by Benefield. So it'll be second down and 10 here. Down to 12 and 9/10 seconds. We see the play here on the previous play. Good leaping catch by Bird against Antoine Hadley there on the coverage.
And what absolutely amazes me, Thomas Owens, statistically the #1 receiver in IFL, I believe has yet to have a catch.
I don't think he's even been targeted. So we'll see what they do here. First down and 10 at the Shock 11. Still plenty of time. 3 plays at the very least, maybe 4, depending on what they want to run here. Well, they'd only have probably time for 3, or it's second down, so probably only 3 plays in all likelihood. Benefield flushed out. Dangerous pass, but that's going to be good for a touchdown, and there is Owens. So that's what we were waiting for, was Thomas Owens. He gets his 17th receiving touchdown of the year. That is second in the IFL. Just too much time for Benefield. He kept the play going with his legs, and a dangerous pass back across his body, but nobody could get to it.
That was a bullet. Now earlier, Benefield went across his body, but that was a 50-yard pass down the field. In this case, it was a bullet there in the red zone. And on the money.
So this is exactly what Spokane did not want. Massachusetts gets a touchdown with 5 and 3/10 seconds left in the half. So if the Shock are fortunate, they may get an opportunity for a field goal to cut it to 15, but then the Pirates get the ball back to start the second half. They take their lead back out to 20 points or more.
So here's the cat and mouse game. Let's look at the scoreboard right now. It's 38-20. Mortada certainly has enough leg. We've seen that ton of leg strength. Do you go for the deuce, try to make it 40 points?
Absolutely.
But if you miss, Mortada already has 1 kick over the dasher board, so the next one that goes over the ball's on the 25. Just like that, snap of a finger, you're in Petrie's field goal range. So do you want the 2? And if you don't convert, possibly give up an easy 3? We are going to see.
But you kick it off downfield, and you also have the danger of a run back for a touchdown at the end of the half. Which is probably less than.
Those are your lowest odds.
That would be your lowest part of the odds, I'm sure, but still.
But Mortada has been perfect today. He has just been nails and plenty of leg strength. Wouldn't surprise me to see Coach Pass just say, you know what, just kick it through and get us 2 more points.
If he's able to do that, the Shock would also then get the ball at the 5, which would make it very hard for them to get anything going. And there is, he's just wide to the left, I believe.
So Spokane's going to be on the 25-yard line. And Mortada was, what, maybe 1 yard wide on that?
Yeah, not by much. He was into the netting just to the left side of the upright.
Plenty of leg. I like the call, personally.
You were trying to get 2.
Now, Spokane does have 1 timeout left, so you need a quick hitter if this play draws out and consumes more than that 5.3 seconds. You're going to take the field goal opportunity away, so it's got to be a quick hitter.
Yeah, I don't think you can throw the ball down the field very much here.
I don't think you have enough time to get it in the end zone and have any time left on the clock.
Rudd, the stationary receiver on the left, and into coverage, and this ball's intercepted. Miller with his second of the ball game. Harlan Miller with his second interception of the ball game, and that is his fourth interception of the season and the third Shock turnover in the first half. And the Shock trail by 18, and Massachusetts will have the ball to start the second half. So there was one key play. Solomon the fumble, recovered by Spate for the touchdown. That was the first touchdown that the Massachusetts defense caused. Then after another turnover, they get another touchdown there, and the Pirates have an 18-point lead as we go to the half.
Responsibility as Star Girls to stay vigilant.
You got a responsibility as school.
You have to decide if putting on that mask is worth messing up everything else in your life.
Being a superhero doesn't mean that the rest of your life takes a back seat. It's about finding a balance.
The staff chose me for a reason. Who are you? I'm Green Lantern's daughter.
There is this villain from the old days.
Why is he in Blue Valley?
Something very bad.
We're never gonna stop fighting to protect the world from people like you.
Don't you teach these children any manners?
Stargirl. New episodes start Tuesday, August 10th, only on the CW.
This is a first responder, and same here. But did you know that these are first responders too? I just got hit! The towing industry is 15 times deadlier than all other private industries combined.
You see that?
You can change that by following the simple rule: slow down, move over.
It's the safe thing to do.
And
it's the law.
Make our freeways safer.
Slow down, move over.
This is a very dangerous wildfire season. That's why at CREM 2, we're on high alert.
People in that area need to be getting out right this minute.
The Storm Tracker 2 team is always tracking conditions. Extreme heat, drought, wind, dry lightning, and red flag warnings. We're monitoring smoke levels and constantly updating you on air quality.
We're getting the smoke right now.
It's our commitment to do more, to alert you to wildfire danger ahead of time so you're prepared.
Well, tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Chaz Health. Chaz Health offers medical, dental, behavioral health, and pharmacy services for everyone, regardless of ability to pay. Chaz Health, inclusive, local, patient-led. So Massachusetts with an 18-point lead here at the half, with Mike Peterson, Larry Weir, Brenda Green on the sidelines. Mike, with all the injuries and all the uncertainty with Spokane, and Massachusetts coming off a bye, probably not a surprising result that Massachusetts is ahead, but by 18 points, that's probably a little shock to the Shock system.
It is, but not a major surprise. We know Massachusetts comes in hottest team in the league, and they've been on fire. And what do we know? They are a contender for sure. We knew that at the start of the year. They're really making a statement here on the stretch run. Benefield at quarterback, he's the real deal. On the flip side, Coach Billy back doing what he can to stitch things together. There's that saying, it's baling wire and bubble gum, and he's trying to patch that together and get something out of his offense. It'll be really interesting to see what halftime adjustments are made by Coach Back and his team for Spokane.
So some hope, though, for Shock fans, because you rewind it back to May 22nd when these teams first played in Massachusetts. The Shock were down 21 in the third quarter of that ball game, scored 27 straight points, and came back for the win.
But also keep in mind, Benefield went out early in the second quarter, so Spokane outscored Massachusetts 27-0 with the backup quarterback in there. So as long as Benefield's in there, it's just a very steep uphill climb. Not out of the question, Spokane's done it before, but Benefield and this offense are going to be really tough to stop.
Let's take a look at the league standings coming into play tonight. Massachusetts was in 3rd place, the Shock in 4th, both chasing Arizona and Frisco at the top of the standings. The top 4 will get home games, and it looks like the top 4 will be the top 4. Our standings brought to you by Caruso's, as Bismarck, Duke City, Green Bay, Sioux Falls, and Iowa all have 5 losses, but Bismarck looks like they have 6 losses there.
Yeah, and as the season's played out, if you look at those top 4 teams right now, all 4 of those teams, when healthy and playing well, any one of those teams, you can see them winning the championship. And then you see it stacked between Bismarck at number 5 all the way to Iowa at number 9. Keep in mind, 8 teams make the playoffs. There's some real strong teams in there as well. And look at Duke City Gladiators. They are coming on strong. Lit Spokane up offensively last week. It's just going to be interesting down the stretch. Teams have to stay healthy.
And the Shock have a very tough schedule down the stretch. They have the top 3 in inverse order. Massachusetts tonight at home, Frisco next week in Frisco, and then Arizona the second week in Arizona, or second week in August, I should say. And that will be the last regular season game for the Shock.
You look up I call that the gauntlet. Spokane running the gauntlet. You look up those standings with Massachusetts, Frisco, and Arizona. What a grinder to have to end the season. So not only, but Spokane does control their destiny if they were able to win out. But what's really key is being that top 4, so you're hosting a first-round playoff.
They need one more win probably to clinch that number 4 position. And if the Shock could rally in the second half here and win at Frisco and win at home against Arizona, they would likely be the regular season IFL champs.
Yep, and that's a lot of ifs, but we've got a lot of football to play out yet, and we shall see. Be ready for an entertaining second half.
Massachusetts with an 18-point lead. We'll have more here from Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena after this timeout here on CW22.
The Colonel's Classic is back at KFC and now just $16.99. 7 drumsticks and thighs in your choice of original recipe or extra crispy. Plus large mashed potatoes with gravy, large coleslaw, and 3 biscuits. The Colonel's Classic just $16.99 only at KFC.
Spokane Shock fans, does your health have you on the sidelines? Or maybe you just need a quick huddle to get you back in the game? At Chaz Health, we're here for you, whatever your healthcare needs. With locations throughout the Inland Northwest, Chaz Health offers high-quality comprehensive healthcare, including medical, dental, behavioral health, and pharmacy services for the whole family. We welcome everyone regardless of ability to pay. Connect with us at chaz.org or call 509-444-8200 to make an appointment. Chaz Health, inclusive, local, patient-led.
My name is Ryan Johnson. I'm a chiropractor at Spokane Sport and Spine. My philosophy with regards to chiropractic care is definitely a team approach. Each patient that comes in here is not only part of our team, but I try to be part of their team. I like to know what their goals are and help in my small way to help them achieve that. Go Shock!
Colonel's Classic is back at KFC and now just $16.99. 7 drumsticks and thighs in your choice of original recipe or extra crispy. Plus large mashed potatoes with gravy, large coleslaw, and 3 biscuits. The Colonel's Classic just $16.99 only at KFC.
Welcome back, Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. Massachusetts with a 38-20 lead here at the intermission from Spokane. Hot and smoky today inside. Cool and good football, but not what Shock fans were looking for in the first half of play. As we go ahead and have a look at our first half highlights here this evening, Mike, these two teams traded early field goals in the ball game, but in Massachusetts, the Shock forced 5 turnovers. In this game, they coughed it up 3 times in the first half. There was the first on the fumble.
Yep, Solomon getting hit, got stripped, and he's been all over the field. Spate land on the ball, fumble recovery for a touchdown. Then, just like that, interception down in the red zone. And what happens? Benefield comes back and finds Gonzalez in the corner of the end zone. And just like that, it's 17-3.
So Harlan Miller with the interception set up that touchdown. So 17-3 now. Then they get the ball back, and it's Gonzalez again.
Yep, back to back. He did it with his hands, and he did it with his legs.
The Shock on a 4th down play get their first touchdown,
which was huge. 2 of Spokane's touchdowns came on 4th down. That's the first one there, and a much-needed touchdown for Spokane after giving up 24 unanswered points. Near the end of the first half, McDade, officials first said he was in. Replay brought the ball back to the 2. Spokane scored a touchdown, and then Benefield thrown across his body. Thomas's first catch of the evening. And there you have it, 38-20 going into half.
Yeah, Thomas Owens had not been targeted until that last touchdown there. And so Massachusetts with an early, with the halftime lead, 38-20. Early in the second half now, the Shock, they need a defensive stop to start this second half of play.
Oh, they do, 38-20. If Massachusetts comes out, scores a touchdown, you're talking 45-20. That is an amazing uphill climb. Spokane has to be ball hawks. That was one of my keys of the game. Spokane hasn't ball hawked yet. They need to do that in the second half to have a chance.
Spokane forced 1 turnover in the second half. At Massachusetts, they forced 3 in the 4th quarter, so they need a quarter like that in order to be able to get back into the ball game. But for Massachusetts, the defense has been outstanding for the most part in this ball game, and their offense has been very efficient, save the 1 turnover.
Yeah, and this offense has been so hot. It's so difficult to stop this Massachusetts offense. Defense really has to rise up.
We will have more from halftime here at Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena after this break. Our score at the intermission, Massachusetts 38, the Shock 20, here on CW 22.
Because you always have your mobile device with you, the best way to stay connected during breaking news is by using the KREN2 app. Don't have it yet? Download it today at the App Store or Google Play.
Door by door, step by step, life is coming back into focus. And while our lives have all been on hold, every Windermere agent knows your dreams never stop. With thousands of homes sold every year, we're professional, we listen, and no one sells more homes. So keep dreaming and find your new home with us. We're Windermere. We're all in for you.
You are my life's greatest disappointment. All my life, I dreamt of having a brother, a family, only to have you reject me! It didn't have to be this way.
Your dad's been in worse spots, and he always gets out of them.
Pledge to me that you will submit, and I promise to let them live.
I can't let you do this.
Then I will make you suffer.
He has a family to fight for. Be the hero I knew you would be.
Run! Everyone out!
He will fight through this, and he will win.
Superman and Lois. New episode this Tuesday at 9, 8 Central. Only on the CW.
What's better than summertime and beef on the grill?
Helping your neighbors in need.
This summer you can do both by purchasing St. Helens beef from your local Rosars.
10 cents from each pound you buy supports Beef Counts at Second Harvest. Buy beef and fight hunger.
Thank you for watching the Spokane Shock on the CW22. Hope you're enjoying the game. I'm Mark Hanrahan. Well, the Spokane Shock have a wide receiver named Edgar Allan Poe. Yep, the same name as the famous poet. The only difference in their names is the spelling. Our Karthik Venkatraman talked to the football player Poe and played a little game as well.
We kind of got to get into this. So I saw your name the other day. I was getting ready to, do some highlights for Spokane Shock.
Okay.
You had a reception there. Not knowing until I did my research that your middle name is also Allen. I didn't believe it. I was pretty flabbergasted when I found out. Tell me the backstory behind this.
I'm actually junior, so my father's name's Edgar Allan Poe as well. My grandfather is, a literature buff, so he thought it, it just was kind of serendipitous. The big difference to note is that my middle name is spelled A-L-L-E-N versus the author who is A-L-L-A-N.
Any reason between the difference in the E and the A?
Yeah, the difference is actually on purpose. My grandfather always said, in case my father did make it, and became a very famous person, he wanted to be able to delineate between which Edgar Allan Poe you were talking about.
What's the reaction you get when you tell people your name is Edgar Allan Poe?
Most people never believe me. I have to show them my ID. It takes a little bit more of a conversation, but it is a good conversation starter, so I use it to my advantage sometimes, especially with some of the ladies and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, the ladies like that?
They definitely do. They definitely do.
All right, so after I figured out your name is Edgar Allan Poe, I had to come up with a fun name for you, right?
Okay.
So we have to go with, you're going to pick who said this, and you're going to pick between Edgar Allan Poe and Kanye West, all right? You think you can pull this off?
All right, let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
We're going to have a couple quotes. I got an easy one for you right off the top, all right? Ready? Yo, Taylor, I'm happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the greatest videos of all time. Who said that?
That was definitely Ye.
That was definitely Ye. All right, you're 1 for 1 right here, all right? This one, now they're gonna get a little tougher, all right?
Okay,
You ready?
okay.
All right. Nothing in life is promised except death.
That, I'm gonna go with Edgar Allan Poe.
You'd be wrong. That was Kanye.
Ye said that one too. It was a little gloomy, so I just went with it.
That's it. That's why I picked it. That's why I picked it. I figured that it might go in there. All right, here we go. I became insane with long intervals of horrible sanity.
That is definitely Edgar Allan Poe.
That is Edgar Allan Poe. How'd you know that? You knew definitely. How'd you know that?
I've heard that quote before from one of his more famous ones.
Okay. All right, so you nailed that one. See,
I do know that
Edgar
one.
Allan Poe knows Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, I mean, with the name, my dad made me read it a lot growing up, so I was familiar. But I just remember that. I'm not exactly sure where it came from exactly, but I know that was definitely Edgar Allan Poe.
All right. I got one more for you.
All right, let's go.
Would you believe in what you believe in if you were the only one who believed it?
Would you believe in if you're the only one that believes? I'm gonna go ahead and say that was Kanye. It's gotta be Kanye.
Dang, you got it! It was easy!
Let's go! Let's go!
That one was a tough one too, right? It kind of sounded poetic. That's why
it did, and that's why it got me for a second, but it definitely sounded like some Kanye stuff. Very, make you think.
Edgar Allan Poe, you pretty much know you're Edgar Allan Poe. You nailed it pretty well, my man.
Appreciate that.
That's all I got for you. That's
all right,
Edgar Allan Poe with an E.
With an E.
The distinguished. All right, thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff right there from Karthik. Moving on, Thursday was a historic night for Gonzaga basketball as they had 3 players drafted in the NBA draft. The Zags have never had more than 2 players in the same draft before, and in addition, 2 of those 3 players were selected in the draft lottery. So here's where everyone is headed. Jalen Suggs ended up going number 5 to the Orlando Magic. Corey Kispert picked 15th by the Washington Wizards. Filip Petrusev's name was called by the Sixers with the 50th pick. Joel Ayayi did not get drafted, but he has signed a 2-way deal with the Lakers. When we had a chance to ask Jalen about what it meant to represent Gonzaga walking across that stage earlier this week.
Amazing. I love all my time at Gonzaga. I'm thankful for everybody, who is a part of that, staff, fans, everybody on the team. Knowing that I made that transition from Gonzaga and they helped me grow as a player and as a person, I couldn't be more thankful. So it was great to represent them walking across the stage.
Good luck to him. Now back to the Spokane Shock as they take on the Massachusetts Pirates. Good night.
The Colonel's Classic is back at KFC and now just $16.99. 7 drumsticks and thighs in your choice of original recipe or extra crispy. Plus large mashed potatoes with gravy, large coleslaw, and 3 biscuits. The Colonel's Classic just $16.99 only at KFC.
Ruby River is an oasis in the city. Getting away has never been easier. at Spokane's only urban resort, Ruby River Hotel. Join us for fun and relaxation. Dine at our restaurant, Osprey Restaurant and Bar, on our beautiful river patio. Stay at Spokane's Gem, Ruby River Hotel.
The Colonel's Classic is back at KFC and now just $16.99. 7 drumsticks and thighs and your choice of original recipe or extra crispy. Plus large mashed potatoes with gravy, large coleslaw, and 3 biscuits. The Colonel's Classic, just $16.99, only at KFC.
And welcome back to Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena, getting ready for the second half of play. Massachusetts will have the ball to start the second half. And turnovers, as we said at halftime, Mike, that was the story at Massachusetts earlier this year, and it's been the story in the first half here, and the shoe's been on the other foot. It's been the Shock coughing the ball up, not the Pirates.
The Shock have proven they scored 27 second half unanswered points to go to victory, and the Shock were losing badly in that game at Massachusetts. The two big differences now are Benefield, unless he gets injured, is going to be in this game, and Benefield did not play most of the second half. And Spokane offensively is really challenged, and any team in the league would be. You're down to your 3rd and 4th string quarterback on short notice trying to stitch something together offensively.
And so it'll be Massachusetts ball here. They've got one of the dangerous kick returners in the league, and Laquivionte Gonzalez. And Sawyer Petrie has been outstanding with the kickoffs this year, and it would be a whale of a shot in the arm for Spokane if he could somehow get one of his bouncers to go downfield and go over Gonzalez's head, and they trap him in the end zone for a rouge. That would be a good start for Spokane, a 1-point play, but that doesn't happen very often in this game.
No, and successful onside kicks don't happen very often. But if you're Massachusetts, you got to tell your players, stay home, because Spokane at this point needs stops. One way to get a stop, sneak in an onside kick.
Whether it happens here or some other point in the second half, that is something that very easily could happen. You should try to steal a possession. Here's Petrie, and that's a line drive kick, fielded by Gonzalez. Nice move there, gets away from Gibson, crosses the 20 and gets to the 21. It's the kicker, Petrie, down there to bring him down, getting some help from Marcus Smith, but pretty good field position for the Pirates at their own 21.
Petrie had 2 tackles last week. He's not afraid to stick his nose in there.
Exactly. He loves going down there and putting a hit on a guy. He's not at all shy about going downfield and making a tackle. He's 5'10" and 190 pounds. I believe he's a linebacker in high school.
Well, that explains it. He does not shy away from contact.
Absolutely not. So here's Benefield.
That's, go ahead, Larry.
Three first half touchdowns.
I was going to say, you don't see that very often. A two-way guy, your kicker also being a linebacker.
Big opening, and Young, the running back, seeing his first playing time this year, we believe, for Massachusetts, picks up a nice little first down run of about 6 yards.
And he looks like he's built pretty doggone well. Look at the thickness on him. We don't have the stat sheet on him, so we don't know his height and weight, but boy, look at that lower body.
So 2nd down and 4 in Shock territory at the 23. Little confusion here from Massachusetts. Spokane's had plenty of it so far. And now a timeout's going to be called here.
Yeah, it was going to be a delay of game. 2 seconds left on the play clock when the timeout was called.
And so Massachusetts has to use an early timeout here, which at this point in time is not probably a huge situation with it being an 18-point game, but if the Shock can rally back, that might be a timeout that they wish they had back later on in the second half.
Great point, because if the game does get tight, you don't want to lose timeouts due to administrative miscues. And Larry, you had talked about the confusion. Massachusetts players were milling around, didn't quite get the right alignment. Burn the clock. Well, guess what? Burn the play clock. Guess what? Burn a timeout.
We've seen it many of times in sports over the years where one team has a big halftime lead and maybe they take the foot off the gas pedal a little bit. In that, they get a little complacent mentally.
And that can happen. This is even in the outdoor game, this is a big lead. And in the indoor game, feels like a bigger lead right now.
Benefield has to actually go tell Carrington where to go there in the formation. Second down. Plenty of time for Benefield, and he throws it into the crowd incomplete, looking for Owens. Spokane has not been able to put any kind of a pass rush on Benefield, and over the last 4 games, Benefield's been sacked 1 time total.
Well, and look at the size of those offensive linemen, and they are doing an outstanding job of giving Benefield all day to throw. And that's going to help any quarterback if you're able to go through 3-4 of your progressions and not even get hurried or knocked down.
So now 3rd and 4 coming up. Massachusetts on the year, 43% on 3rd down. That's 7th in the indoor football league. Down to 1 on the clock. He just does get the play off. A little pressure. And Benefield stopped for a loss. Caleb Bailey brings him down at the 24. And so now it'll bring up 4th down and about 5 here.
And Benefield comes up limping a little bit. They're bringing in the kicker. I would too. He has been money all night long, has Mortada. See Benefield grimace a little bit as his ankle got twisted up a little bit. I don't think that's going to keep him out of the game, but that can slow you down.
So Mortada kicked one from over 50 yards in the first possession of the ball game. And he is going to try one now from 39. He hasn't missed a kick tonight. And he still hasn't missed a kick tonight. That is amazing. A guy that has not kicked in a game in 3 years. And he comes in and he's got 2 field goals and he's perfect in extra points tonight. Mortada 7 of 7 in kicks here in this ball game. And the Pirates have a 3-touchdown lead.
Finley Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram is the official auto dealer of the Spokane Shock.
Hey, did you know Finley is the official auto dealer of Spokane Shock?
I'm here to pick up parts. Did you know that Finley is the official auto dealer for Spokane Shock?
Hey man, here's your part.
Hey, did you know Finley is the official auto dealer of the Spokane Shock?
Finley Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram is the official auto dealer of the Spokane Shock. For more details, visit Finley Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Post Falls at the I-90 Autoplex or online at finleypostfalls.com.
Bun, mayo, chicken, pickle, bun. It's bun, pickle, chicken, mayo bun.
Bun, chicken, mayo, pickle, chicken, bun.
Bun, pickle, mayo.
Blasphemy!
We have an extra one.
Dibs.
There's a different way to chicken. The Naked Chicken Chalupa, only at Taco Bell.
Alpha Omega Tours and Charters is family owned and operated here in the Inland Northwest. We do more than unique tours. We provide transportation for groups, sports teams, schools, weddings, and more. Anywhere you need to go, our experienced drivers will get you there safely. Sit back and enjoy the ride. We'll take care of the road. Alpha Omega provides more than a bus. We provide an experience. Visit our website or call us today to receive $50 off your next charter or $10 off a day trip tour.
All right, welcome back here with 245 guest rooms and suites, outdoor pools, and on-site dining. The Ruby River Hotel is the ideal choice for your stay in downtown Spokane. The Ruby River Hotel, the official housing partner of the Spokane Shock. All right, so the Shock give up 3, but they didn't give up 7. Some coaches say that's a stop. They're still down 21, though. And we'll see here what happens as this kick will be returned by Troy Evans, one of the all-time kick returners in the IFL. And Evans will get across the 15 to about the 16, where he's wrestled out of bounds by his counterpart, number 7, Darren Carrington of Massachusetts. So it's a 21-point Massachusetts lead. And now this Shock defense, let's see whether they can, or the Shock offense, I should say, let's see if they can come up with a touchdown here.
Evans, you talked about his prowess, and he's proven that over the years. He's within sniff and distance of breaking the all-time IFL career record for all-purpose yards.
So first down for Spokane at their own 16. Rudd and Evans in high motion. McDade will run, gets grabbed by the shoulder pads and wrestled down as he gets to about the 20-yard line. J.D. Griggs brings him down.
And this is not a horse collar, because you'll see that's a grab of the shirt, but he did not get
front.
Yeah, on the front. He did not get inside the shoulder pads. So that's a legitimate tackle, and that's why a flag was not thrown for horse collar. Now we have an official's timeout.
They've got a little chain problem over across the way, so they get that figured out. Let's send it down onto the field to our sideline reporter, Crim 2 sports director Brenna Green. All right, we'll try to get to Brenna here in a little bit. McDade on second down finds Evans inside the 15. He's down to the 14-yard line. Took a pretty good hit from Dixon there, but hangs on to the football, and it's a first down for the Shock. That was maybe the best thrown ball by McDade all game.
It was the best thrown ball. It was also a great read. And this can happen. You, as a quarterback, if you settle down, you start seeing the game better. It slows down a little bit. It relaxes you. Your throws are more on the money, and you're making the right reads. And he did not lock on an orange shirt on that when he scanned the defense.
Rudd, the stationary receiver. Gibson and Evans, the motion men. McDade lobs it out to Solomon. Just led him a little bit too far. It'll be second down.
And that's footwork there. His feet weren't in the right place, and that's why that ball sailed on him. So you've got to be, the game is so quick in the indoor game, you've got to be very spry and light on your feet.
So second down and 10 here for the Shock. This is a good Massachusetts defensive front, and the Shock offensive line has done a pretty good job protecting in this game. McDade again to the boards. That is Kevin Rudd, and that is a touchdown. Now that went off a fan.
That did, and yeah, there's going to be a challenge here.
That went through the hands of Rudd, hit a fan, and that should not stand as a touchdown.
And if the ball hits either the board or a fan, it is incomplete. Look to me like you would with a volleyball setter. There you go. There's a, yeah, looks like right there, that little pat, like a volleyball, like a libero in volleyball.
Down.
Yep, good call by the officials. Three of them got together and talked it over, and had they not seen that, that would have been challenged by Massachusetts, and they would have won on the challenge.
And the fan who touched the ball is not arguing or booing the referee.
And the fan necessarily wasn't, he was, I think that was more of a self-preservation to try to get the hand up to protect himself than it was anything else.
Yeah, playing self-defense, not trying to, yeah, just don't let that ball hit me in the head.
So 3rd and 10 now. Behind Rudd at that time, and it was nearly the 3rd interception of the ball game for Harlan Miller.
Yeah, Rudd did a circle right on that outside hash mark, and then was correctly on his read going towards the sideline. And instead, McDade just threw the ball where Rudd was, not where the read was and where he was going to the sideline. And that ball easily could have been picked.
So 4th down for the Shock.
Well, Spokane has scored 2 touchdowns on 4th down today. They need to do it a 3rd time.
Your Shock will go for it on 4th down, 4th and 10 in the 14-yard line.
McDade with time. Now scrambling around, end zone, touchdown. Troy Evans. He had time initially, nobody was open. Massachusetts only ran 2, rushed 2. And the Shock within 2 touchdowns here. McDade doing a nice job to stay alive.
Nifty in the pocket. We talked about having those light feet. And it's 4th down, and you got to do everything. You don't want to throw the ball away. Just keep it alive, and then a bullet to Evans.
And so Troy Evans gets the touchdown. There was a penalty, I believe, unsportsmanlike conduct on Massachusetts after the play. And if I'm right on that, it will go into the bank and be assessed on the kickoff, which then raises the possibility of an onside kick.
Because of the 15-yard tack on. Absolutely right, Larry.
But I'm sure Massachusetts understands that this could be an onside kick coming up as well, and they'll be prepared for it. So the point after good by Petrie, and the Shock have cut the lead to 14. 6:30 remaining to play 3rd quarter, and the Shock have cut into this lead.
At Coeur d'Alene Honda, our family-owned dealership provides great customer service and a lifetime warranty at no extra cost.
There are no gimmicks. You'll leave here with a nationwide warranty for as long as you own your new or select pre-owned Honda.
Just follow Honda's maintenance plan. It's that easy.
Our family's been taking care of your family for over 50 years.
And don't forget about our
lifetime warranty.
Hey, that's my line.
See our inventory and information about our lifetime warranty at cdahonda.com.
Vehicle accidents are stressful enough. You don't need someone showing up at the scene trying to pressure you into letting them tow away your vehicle. Call your roadside assistance provider or insurance company for towing company suggestions, or consult with police on the scene. And always have the price and terms in writing before you let them hook it up. If you suspect fraud, call us at 1-800-TEL-NICB or visit www.nicb.org. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
There's just people moving in so fast.
The Inland Northwest is booming. New people, new jobs, new opportunities.
This is a different market than I've ever experienced.
With growth comes growing pains.
My dream is to have a home for my children, and that is not happening.
Creme 2's Boomtown is all about growth in our region.
You can see all the work still being done here.
Holding our leaders accountable and making sure our communities are ready. Boomtown, only on Creme 2 News, where there's more to every story.
All right, welcome back. Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. The Shock have cut the lead from 21 down to 14. It's time for our fan of the game tonight. It's brought to you by Hop Valley.
Well, there's a young man hopping around in the stands.
Well, there you go. And there is the onside kick we expected, and that'll be covered at the 9-yard line by Harlan Miller, the guy with 2 interceptions in this ball game. Now the penalty in the bank will be marked off, but still, because he caught it at the 9, they're going to get it in Shock territory at the 24.
At the 24, but nonetheless, it's the right strategy. You're gonna, if you're Spokane, you're gonna have to have recover an onside kick to get a stop in. That's the time to do it.
You're either going to have the onside kick to gain that possession, or you're going to have to get a turnover or 2 here, obviously.
Yep.
Or a 4-down stop for that matter, but that also could be lumped into the whole turnover type stop type deal.
It could. Although the way Mortada has kicked the ball today, I'm not sure Massachusetts is going to go for it on 4th down unless it's 4th and short. And they'll just keep taking points.
Yeah.
Even if it's a field goal.
Absolutely. So first down for the Pirates at the Shock 24. Young, the running back, with Benefield. And the looping motion from the 2 receivers. To the end zone, tipped by Dominic Sanders and knocked away, incomplete. Sanders has a pick in this ball game and gets a pass defensed right there.
Yeah, Benefield surprisingly just stepped in there and threw into coverage, where you've got the orange shirt having a better shot at it than the white shirt.
Looking for Carrington there.
I didn't see any ill effects from the sack where Benefield got his ankle turned a little bit. He looked just fine and comfortable in the pocket.
2nd and 10. Benefield to the sidelines. Big play. And that is Bird. It'll be first down goal to go for the Pirates down at the Shock 7.
Well, just looking like a seasoned vet in the pocket. Quick read, quick release, and then all kinds of yards after catch.
Maybe a breakdown in the secondary there, that he was so wide open and was able to get so many yards after the play just on that little hitch.
Yeah,
hard to tell.
It is hard to tell. He just released the ball so quickly.
From the 7. Young gets away from Mike Green. Willie Hibbler hit him and brings him down at the 5-yard line for a gain of a couple of yards.
And we have a Shock player down. It looks like number 5, Sanders.
Dominic Sanders against the boards on the far side of the field as we look at it. There you see him, the athletic trainer out for the Shock.
Been a mainstay in this Shock secondary. As battered as Spokane is, they can ill afford to lose players, and certainly not someone of the caliber of Sanders.
Sanders out of the University of Georgia. And he is down, getting tended to, and we're going to get a timeout on the field here. We've got 4:36 remaining to play 3rd quarter. Massachusetts threatening, leading by 14.
Let's go to Azteca, Azteca, Azteca. Let's go to Azteca, Azteca, Azteca. Let's go to Azteca, Azteca, Azteca. Let's go to Azteca, Azteca, Azteca.
Join us at any of our Spokane Aztecas, Spokane Valley or North Point, serving the best Mexican food and margaritas.
Spokane Shock fans, does your health have you on the sidelines? Or maybe you just need a quick huddle to get you back in the game? At Chaz Health, we're here for you, whatever your healthcare needs. With locations throughout the Inland Northwest, Chaz Health offers high-quality comprehensive healthcare, including medical, dental, behavioral health, and pharmacy services for the whole family. We welcome everyone regardless of ability to pay. Connect with us at chaz.org or call 509-444-8200 to make an appointment. Chaz Health, inclusive, local, patient-led.
I was diagnosed when I was 39. I found a lump. Within a week, it had grown so immensely, I could see it in the mirror. It's such a whirlwind when you're diagnosed with cancer. The most important thing in your life is your health. If I could tell a young person who was thinking about their health anything about breast cancer, I would just say be as proactive as possible and get checked.
And move better. Trust who the pros trust, and give Dr. Johnson at Spokane Sport and Spine a call. Spokane Sport and Spine, the official chiropractor of the Spokane Shock. Sanders off under his own power. 2nd and goal now. And this is Young, and he has his first IFL touchdown, at least as a member of the Massachusetts Pirates. So Young with a rushing touchdown, and Massachusetts answers the Spokane score and take a 3-touchdown lead once again. So Young with a nice job on that run. Good blocking up front.
Yeah, that was, I think most any running back in the league could have scored on that one. It was blocked so well. Arm tackles, you're not going to stop anyone. That's due to the blocking scheme of Massachusetts.
So here's Mortada. Perfect on the night. And no longer perfect as he hits the upright on the right side, but he still had a whale of an evening for Massachusetts. So the lead stands at 20. We've got 3:46 remaining to play third quarter. The Shock will have the ball back after this timeout.
The hardest part is getting up, so well done. That is actually smoke that you're looking at right there. And with our high pressure in place, it just kind of settles. So then we'll come back to right here.
Okay. We got to get to weather, my friend.
Sorry.
People aren't watching for a sewing lesson.
That's totally true. I got to meet Ribby at Avista Stadium.
Oh.
Can't turn right. I can't turn right. Man down. Ah! I'm getting yelled at in my ear about everything I'm saying.
Spokane Tribe Casino is happy to be open once again. We know you're ready to get out and have a little fun, and all your favorite casino action is here and waiting for you. We've taken extra precautions to ensure every area of the casino is clean and sanitized. And you'll notice we've implemented new measures to ensure your safety. So when you're ready, come back for your favorite games, meals, and fun times. We're ready to serve you. Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
When disaster strikes, you can rely on CREM 2 because we do more. We're on the ground giving you the latest information and helping our communities pick up the pieces and recover. When severe weather rolls through, we do more by alerting you first so you're prepared. We do more by giving you the most accurate forecast so you can confidently make plans around the weather. That's why at CREM 2, there's more to every story.
Globe Tan is a five-star tanning salon that offers complimentary amenities that no other tanning salon in Spokane offers. They've been recognized in international magazines for their quality customer service, UV and sunless tanning options, from gorgeous sunless spray tanning to a flawless UV color. Island Globe Tan is guaranteed to deliver. Visit SpokaneTan.com or call 509-465-9050 to schedule your visit. So the Shock will get it out across their own 10 at about their 13-yard line, and they've got to get touchdowns here. There's no alternative.
Yeah, everything's four-down territory now, and really a good sign that Dominic Sanders, number 5, who appeared injured on that touchdown score, was in there as a kickoff returner. So that is a great sign for Spokane.
Motion men on either side here. McDade dumps it off to Solomon. Not much yardage after the catch, but he'll get 3 or 4 yards there on first down.
Well, McDade going through his progressions, because there were 3 receivers for Spokane spread out about 10-15 yards down the field, well defended. He went to the checkoff, so he's starting to go through progressions instead of just locking on one receiver.
Well, again, he's not been in Spokane for very long. He had less than a half of experience with the Shock coming into this game. Empty backfield. Rudd and Evans will be in high motion. Coming up from the bottom of the screen there. McDade will run short of a first down by about a yard. J.D. Griggs takes him down at about the 22, so it'll be 3rd and 1.
Another adjustment. This is a halftime adjustment, and I can virtually assure you head coach Billy Back, who also is the offensive coordinator, told McDade, look, if it's not there, do not hesitate. Tuck the ball and go north and south and get positive yards. We did not see that in the first half. I know that's a second half halftime adjustment, Larry.
Mike mentioned earlier, Massachusetts allows only 30% conversion on 3rd down, and they're going to get another 3rd down stop here. And that's going to be a loss of a yard and bring up 4th down and 2 as McDade tried to reach the ball out, lost the ball, but it was after he had hit the ground. And so a big 4th and 2 situation now for the Shock.
4th and 2. You're looking at Shock with the 41.
That looked just a design quarterback run, and they sniffed it out beautifully.
They did. Massachusetts so difficult to run against. This is where perhaps you do a high motion that fly sweep, jet sweep action and get a runner out on the wide side of the field, bottom of the screen. Try to get that extra yardage.
4th and 2 here. McDade with pressure, Spate all over him. Incomplete. There is Spate again, getting some help that time on the
Residential Home Solutions Summer 3 Ways to Save has begun. Invest in our new windows and receive rebates and cash back. Need new siding? Save 15% off our regular price on installed James Hardie Color Plus and eliminate painting your home. Right now, you can also receive special pricing with 50% off our installation on a new Provia entry door system made by Amish craftsmen. Call 892-6460 or go to residentialhs.com today to set up a free estimate. Residential Home Solutions. Home improvements. Custom fit for life.
I was 34. I was a business owner. I was a single mom with a 4-year-old, and I felt a lump in the shower. I have cancer. It doesn't have me. I'm gonna get rid of it, you know, and then I'm gonna go on with my life. I was gonna do anything that it took. I did, and here I am, almost 10 years later. I had a little boy. He needs his mom.
Osprey Restaurant and Bar is the perfect place to unwind. Join us for delicious food, amazing atmosphere, relax alongside Spokane's river, and experience an oasis in downtown Spokane. We can't wait to see you.
power. The information we have is the power is recycling as soon as the lights come up and we resume the game.
In the meantime, Shock fans, that would have been the most epic dance party we could have ever had. So if you feel like you're going to do a dancing with me, and I want to see your dances, okay, right away. Sweet I really wish we could have done this with the lights were out. I was trying to talk loud enough, but you couldn't hear me. Thank you all for hanging in with us tonight. Keep the energy up in here. The players need it. Thank you, Nancy. Y'all are great out here tonight. You can't say this isn't cool. You can just say you were here for this. You can't say that's not cool, all right? Anybody got stuck out? Thank you for your energy. That's the kind of response I was looking for. Those people that moved just now, you became, I think, the people in the crowd, okay? Thanks for hanging in with us right here. My guy right here, he's looking at me, he's loving it. Love to see it. Who's having the best time tonight? Yay! All the way up there? Come on. Who's having the best time? You? I think you are too. DJ, do we have any other dance songs we can throw on? I love to dance. I know you can't watch football, but I love to dance.
Residential Home Solutions Summer 3 Ways to Save has begun. Invest in our new windows and receive rebates and cash back. Need new siding? Save 15% off our regular price on installed James Hardy Color Plus and eliminate painting your home. Right now, you can also receive special pricing with 50% off our installation on a new Provia entry door system made by Amish craftsmen. Call 892-6460 or go to residentialhs.com today to set up a free estimate. Residential Home Solutions. Home improvements. Custom fit for life.
I was 34. I was a business owner. I was a single mom with a 4-year-old, and I felt a lump in the shower. I have cancer. It doesn't have me. I'm gonna get rid of it, you know, and then I'm gonna go on with my life. I was gonna do anything that it took. I did, and here I am, almost 10 years later. I had a little boy. He needs his mom.
Osprey Restaurant and Bar is the perfect place to unwind. Join us for delicious food, amazing atmosphere, relax alongside Spokane's river, and experience an oasis in downtown Spokane. We can't wait to see you.
At Coeur d'Alene Honda, our family-owned dealership provides great customer service and a lifetime warranty at no extra cost.
There are no gimmicks. You'll leave here with a nationwide warranty for as long as you own your new or select pre-owned Honda.
Just follow Honda's maintenance plan. It's that easy.
Our family's been taking care of your family for over 50 years.
And don't forget about our
lifetime warranty.
Hey, that's my line.
See our inventory and information about our lifetime warranty at cdahonda.com.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
This is a very dangerous wildfire season. That's why at CREM 2, we're on high alert.
People in that area need to be getting out right this minute.
The Storm Tracker 2 team is always tracking conditions. Extreme heat, drought, wind, dry lightning, and red flag warnings. We're monitoring smoke levels and constantly updating you on air quality.
We're getting the smoke right now.
It's our commitment to do more, to alert you to wildfire danger ahead of time so you're prepared.
Crazy.
Spokane Shock fans, does your health have you on the sidelines? Or maybe you just need a quick huddle to get you back in the game? At Chaz Health, we're here for you, whatever your healthcare needs. With locations throughout the Inland Northwest, Chaz Health offers high-quality comprehensive healthcare, including medical, dental, behavioral health, and pharmacy services for the whole family. We welcome everyone regardless of ability to pay. Connect with us at chaz.org or call 509-444-8200 to make an appointment. Chaz Health, inclusive, local, patient-led.
Spokane Tribe Casino is happy to be open once again. We know you're ready to get out and have a little fun, and all your favorite casino action is here and waiting for you. We've taken extra precautions to ensure every area of the casino is clean and sanitized. And you'll notice, we've implemented new measures to ensure your safety. So when you're ready, come back for your favorite games, meals, and fun times. We're ready to serve you. Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
My name's Ryan Johnson. I'm a chiropractor at Spokane Sport and Spine. My philosophy with regards to chiropractic care is definitely a team approach. Each patient that comes in here is not only part of our team, but I try to be part of their team. I like to know what their goals are and help in my small way to help them achieve that. Go Shock!
The following program contains dangerous stunts that should not be reenacted and mature material. Viewer discretion is advised.
Now on Whacked Out Sports, it's face rearranging time. One good turn deserves another. Plus, marauding snowmobiles. Is your neighborhood next? A stunt driving diva. A guy who'll do anything to get out of school. Give me liberty and give me death. Plus, you asked for it, you got it. The Whacked Out Sports Top 5. It's Whacked Out Sports, the show that always pulls punches. Right now.
I'm whacked out, you're whacked out, the whole damn system's whacked out. Which is good, because you're watching Whacked Out Sports.
Hey, sports enthusiasts, thanks for checking in. Today we're honoring the reckless